Hey everybody, welcome to How Much House with the Money. How you doing today? Cheers. Hope you're all having a great day and your cup is full of happiness. We're going to view some more properties today and venture into another state of interest. And this is one house we're going to be looking at on 1.5 acres. Look at this beautiful place. $280,000. And this house here is on 2 acres of land. Another very fine house with a 2-car attached garage for $185,000. And this house here is on a 1/2 acre and it's $139,500. So let's check out some details on these houses as we venture into the beautiful state of Georgia today. So any of you want to move to Georgia, you're going to be living with around 11 million people. And for the real estate tax rate, we're looking at 0.72%, which is coming in lower than that national average of 0.99%. Hope you're all having a fabulous day. So do you know what the sweet potato said to the pumpkin? I am what I am. Just got to have a little laugh, lighten things up a little bit, right? You guys, nothing wrong with that? Okay, so we are going to move into Georgia today. We're going to look at this fine house and begin on the lower price point. And we are in Hogansville, Georgia, 30230 for this one. So let's look at Hogansville. We are here in Troup County where the population was 3060 in 2010. So 3,060 people here 15 years ago. So here we are above LaGrange and we're south of Grantville. So here we have Atlanta up here to our northeast. And so below us, we have LaGrange and Valley. And then, of course, we are not too far from the Alabama line right here. So then we have Birmingham, Montgomery, and then we have Noonan up here to our north. So not far from the Alabama line, and we're right above LaGrange. And this is 1243 East Main Street. This house is $139,500, a little more than a 1/2 acre, not quite 3/4 of an acre. And it has 1,219 square feet. It's been on the market 22 hours, so hot off that listing press. And it was built in 1953. So again, it has a little more than a 1/2 acre. So let's see what we get for $139,500. So we see here we have a shingle roof. We have a covered front porch. Nice green shutters. Nice accent to the white exterior. It looks like we have a brick foundation. Do get quite a few shrubs along the front. $139,500 in Hogansville, Georgia. And according to Redfin, the median sale price for houses in Georgia is $373,000. Over the course of the last few years, the amount of houses listed in Georgia increased 3.8%. Prices also increased 2.8%. And the amount of houses sold decreased 1.9%. And according to Redfin, houses can be in the market for around 53 days. So this one looks very nice. We have gorgeous hardwood flooring. Looks like we do have a fireplace there that's been closed off. So home inspections will let us know what's going on with this, the longevity of your roof, your foundation, your mechanicals, your plumbing. You want to ask the agent to find out how long the home has been vacant. And ask about those utility bills because it is in the low 20s in Georgia. They might even see a little bit of snow. Today it's in the low 40s and sunshine, but it is cold throughout the states right now. And if you watch Ryan Hall, he is just on top of it. It's a great channel to watch for the weather, and he keeps us, ahead of what's happening. And so if you don't know who Ryan Hall is, definitely check him out here on YouTube. It's a fantastic channel. And he networks with a lot of other people in regard to weather, and he has storm chasers. It's fabulous. So definitely check him out. So here we have a nice light bright interior color palette. A lot of windows. It's nice that it has a window on each side of that fireplace. Looks like we could move right in here. It's $139,500. Here's our kitchen. How cute is this? So you're going to have to account that you're going to need appliances. But we do have a nice big sink there with the double windows on top above it there. Looks like vinyl flooring. We have 2 outlets here on the wall behind the counter. Not a ton of depth between the lower cabinet and the countertop, but you could always remove these 2 upper cabinets there if you needed to. This house has a lot of potential for under $140,000. And again, the real estate tax rate is 0.72%. If you're new to the channel, you're welcome to meander through these episodes and check them out. You may be surprised on how much house we can find that's below $100,000, sometimes below $75,000, below $50,000. Sometimes they're move-in ready. And so yeah, you're welcome to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button because this is where we venture through state to state through town to town to see how much house, cabin, and acreage we can get for our money. And now we are in Hogansville, Georgia, and this looks really nice. So we have some nice linen storage in our bathroom. We do get the window, have a wall sink there, more vinyl flooring. This looks really nice. Little more than a half an acre. So if you don't want a lot of property, this might suit your needs. You can always have the home appraised. And as a seller, I recommend getting your appraisal before you even put your house on the market, just so you know where it lines up with the market where it currently stands. And the buyer may get their own appraisal. They're going to use probably their own financial institution. But as a seller, I always say it's a good idea to get your appraisal done and hire that done immediately when you consider putting your house on the market, and also have that home inspection so there's no surprises, because the last thing you want is a buyer to come in, especially a green non-seasoned buyer that's all new to the real estate market, because they're going to cross their T's and dot their I's. But the last thing you want as a seller is any surprises that's going to create a lower offer due to an issue that you weren't aware of, or having the buyer walk because they just found out from a home inspection that there's a major issue, or maybe an issue that they just don't want to deal with or don't have the money for. That's the last thing you want as a seller. So my suggestion is always have the home appraised and get the home inspection. It's just one less thing you have to worry about, and the buyer, even though they'll probably get their own anyway, but still, it's one less thing you've got to worry about, and there's no surprises. And therefore, if there is an issue after you do have your home inspection, you can either have it fixed or you can just price it accordingly. So look at this. This is our nice enclosed porch. It looks like those may be vinyl windows, but again, they might be wood also. Home inspection will let you know if they're wood, if they're aluminum, if they're vinyl, maybe a combination of all three. This is very nice though. $139,500 in Hogansville, Georgia. Here's our clothesline. Might take a little while to dry today. So here is another view of the outside. That's a nice covered porch, plenty of room for couple of little chairs out there. So let's get our description here. 1243 East Main Street. So you might be closer to town with this house. And it says here, opportunity is knocking. Will you answer? Amazing location, just a stone's throw from historic downtown Hogansville and minutes from Interstate 85. Very convenient, and convenient to LaGrange. Loads of charm and character. Great for somebody who is a first-time home buyer or handy and you may want to renovate. And so when we look at the history on this one, this does say that it was sold in 1997 for $54,000. It was listed in June of 2024 for $149,900. They reduced it in October 2024 to $139,500. Then they removed it, and now they're listing it again for $139,500, and the house is 72 years old. Nice. So let's look at our street view here. There we are. Look at this. So we are right on Main Street, as Bob Seger would say. Down on Main Street. Very pretty. Doesn't look like we have any neighbors that are right on top of you. So let's look at our street view, satellite view. I think the coffee's kicking in, you guys. Woo! Okay, so here we are. So this is Lone Oak Road also, it says here. Also known as. So here we are, Hogansville, Georgia. Let's scroll up a little bit here. So there's Highway 85. So here we are on the map. Not far from the Alabama line. And this is $139,500, right above LaGrange. And there, of course, is our coast. Beautiful. 1243 East Main Street, $139,500, and that house again has 1,219 square feet, built in 1953. Now we're moving into Edison, Georgia. Edison, Georgia on the map is in Calhoun County. The population was 1,230 people in 2020. So let's see here. We're in Edison. So we are above Morgan, we're above Arlington, and we're below Shellman, and we're south of Coleman, and we're to the east of Bluffton. And here's Donaldsonville down here to our south. So again, not far from the Alabama line. And certainly down here to the south is where we're going to find Florida. So here we are above Dothan, and we're to the west of Albany, and we're south of Eufaula here. And we're in Edison, Georgia with this house, 574 Bay Avenue. Now this has 2 acres of land. It has 2,163 square feet of living space. The house offers 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. It's been on the market for 45 days, and the house was built in 1962. So let's see what we're getting for $185,000. This looks so pretty. Look at that gambrel roof. Attached 2-car garage. It's a shingle roof, shutters. And this is a brick house from what we see. Have a whole line of shrubs along the front. Very pretty. $185,000. Edison, Georgia. And again, the median sale price in Georgia right now for houses is $373,000. Very nice. Tile bathroom. Here's our home office. Very pretty. Looks like we do have some nice wood on the walls there. Not quite paneling. It's like a tongue and groove. And that may be laminate flooring. Again, when you're there in person, you can get down to the fine details. And again, ask how long the home has been vacant and ask about the utility bills. You definitely want to research your neighborhoods when you're moving into new areas. It's a nice home office. It does have baseboard heat. Okay, so now we're moving into our kitchen. So we have a little bit of an island area there. Now, if you wanted, you could maybe elongate the countertop and have a little bit more of an overhang for your counter high chairs. Looks like we do have some storage and pantry space behind the louver door here. Nice white countertop, double sink. Overhead microwave, flat top range. Built right into the counter there. We do have some nice brickwork on the inside of the house as well. This has got a lot of character to it. $185,000, Edison, Georgia. Here's another bathroom. That may be a wood window there. Ceramic tile flooring, and we're just going to look past the lid, people, the lid. If you're new to this channel, welcome to our community. It is growing, and I'm so appreciative of all of you that spend time with me, all of you that leave kind comments. It's so nice to engage and, just show houses and start a conversation here. So let me know in the comments what brings you to the channel. It's always good to have you. It's always a beautiful day to view houses. We just never know what we're going to get. Okay, so it looks like there might be a little bit of staining on the ceiling, but again, the home inspection will let you know the longevity of the roof. But when there's issues, you can always base your offer on the issues and the current condition and the results of your home inspection. And, account for the things that it's going to need immediately upon you moving in there, including appliances, including a washer and dryer. This looks very nice, though. That might be hardwood flooring in that office there. Looks like it. Nice. Beautiful brickwork. Look at that. I bet this house is gorgeous in person. Here we do have a wood-burning fireplace. Great place to roast those marshmallows on a chilly Georgia night. Get a nice glass of wine. Listen to some Ray Charles talk about Georgia on our minds, right? Why not? Hope you're all having a great new year so far. 2025. Wow. This is our year, right? Beautiful brickwork. It's like a very solid house. Looks like it's been well cared for, well kept, maintained. That's what we hope to see. This is really pretty. This again is $185,000 with an attached 2-car garage. 2 acres of land. So we don't see an outbuilding. And when you walk your property, you might be able to find that you could have a hobby farm here if you want to raise some animals. You want to just let your kids or your big dogs run. This might be a great place to do it. Edison, Georgia, 39846 at 574 Bay Avenue. It's been on the market 45 days, built in 1962. And it says here, 3-bedroom, 2-story home nestled on a picturesque 2-acre lot in Edison. The property is spacious and inviting, layout perfect for a family and entertaining. You do have a well-appointed kitchen, formal dining room, and upstairs you'll find generously sized bedrooms and ample space for rest and relaxation. And the outdoor is great for gardening or just enjoying your serene surroundings. And when we look at the history on this one, it was just listed. So the seller may have owned this for the whole 63 years. Very nice. So we'd like to see longevity with the seller. Look at this beautiful area. Wow. But again, we do our research. Bay Avenue right here, Edison, Georgia. This looks really pretty. So if anybody's looking in this neck of the woods, let us know in the comments if you view this house. And let's look at our satellite view here. There we are. Edison, Georgia. Two acres of land. That's a nice parcel. There we are, right out from the coast there. Okay, and that one again is 574 Bay Avenue, 2 acres. Nice. And again, the real estate tax rate is 0.72%. That's a real pretty house. Now we're moving into Uvalda, Georgia. Look at this place. Uvalda, Georgia. Let's see where we are on the map. Montgomery County, population was 439 people in 2020. And so here we are in Uvalda. So we're below Vidalia, we're below Collins, we're below Mount Vernon, and we are above Lumber City and Hazelhurst right here on the map. So we'll scroll out a minute here. And so we see our coast over here. We have Atlanta way up here to the northwest. And so here we are right below Vidalia and above Hazelhurst, Uvalda. And so this is at 5223 South Georgia Highway 135. Before we go over to the house, so I'm going to show you this cost of living on SoFi. So here we are in SoFi.com. This is a site that I use every once in a while to show you guys the cost of living in these different towns and states. And so when you scroll down the page, peaches, pecans, and plethora of historical and cultural attractions. Makes you understand why so many people have Georgia on their minds. And then it tells us the average cost of living in Georgia, which says here it's about $43,482. And when we go down the page, it tells you a little bit about your housing and utilities, healthcare, gas and energy, housing costs, rents. Then we go down and it talks a little bit more in depth about the typical home prices for the cities. So this SoFi is a really cool page to check out when you want some more information. Goes right down the line with utility costs. Now, if you live in Georgia, you might have a comment to leave us and let us know that these are, way off mark or they're somewhere where they should be. And then here's talks about groceries and food. You can just scroll down the page. It goes into transportation, healthcare, childcare. So this is a really good source of information. And the taxes, miscellaneous costs, and so on and so forth. And then it goes about the lowest cost of living in cities of Georgia. And you can scroll right down the page. So this is a really good source of information when you're looking in the state of Georgia or any state for that matter. And remember that if you're looking at property, there are always the rural agricultural loans out there always that you may qualify for when you're looking at acreage. So just wanted to share that a little bit. And that's SoFi.com. So now we are moving into Uvalda, Georgia, 30473 at 5223 South Georgia Highway. This house is on 1.62 acres of land. It has 2,555 square feet of living space, 5 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, $280,000. It's been on the market for 115 days and it was built in 1966. So again, the median sale price in Georgia is $373,000 and houses can be on the market for 53 days. So this one's been on the market 115, but it is a larger home with more than 2,500 square feet of living space. Wow, look at how pretty this is. This is sprawling with a capital S. Beautiful 3-bay carport garage over here. Wow, beautiful shingle roof. Tucked back in the pine trees, Uvalda, Georgia. Not quite 2 acres of land, but more than 1.5 acres. This is gorgeous. It's going to take, this would have to be an undertaking for somebody. You'd have to be totally in the mindset for a larger house, a little bit of property. You'd want to maintain this because a larger house isn't for everybody. And these are the types of houses that may sit on the market a little bit longer than your typical 2-bedroom and 2-bathroom just because of the size. But I will also say that when you look at houses for sale on the market, these larger houses, you get a lot of bang for your buck, and you may find a home with a lot more square footage with a lower price. It's just the way it is because it does take more money, obviously, to take care of these. But if you want to live with somebody or you're raising kids, this larger house might suit your needs. Wow, this is really pretty. Look at this. $280,000, and that's the asking price. You can always make an offer. You want to find out how long it's been vacant? Ask about those utility bills because we're looking at over 2,500 square feet of space. Uvalda, Georgia. So we have a brick house here with a nice little covered porch. It's already complete with our rocking chairs. Plenty of room here for our outdoor entertainment and our fire pit. Because I'll come to Georgia and eat peaches and eat pecans and have a fire and enjoy some conversation. This is so pretty. So it does look like we have some neighbors. This is really sprawling. Somebody looks at this, let us know in the comments. Somebody needs to scoop this up and call this home. Wow. Could always put a little bit more color on there if you wanted. Have some more potted plants. Maybe trim up these shrubs or remove them to another area of the property and just put in some fresh landscaping here. It's very pretty though. Okay, so now we're moving on to the inside. Hardwood floors. Beautiful pendant light there. It's very vintage. This is really nice. Clean, move-in ready. But again, have those home inspections. Wow. So we have a kitchen that's tucked back behind the staircase there that you can close the doors to. Has a brick floor. We do have carpet in the living room. Wall oven that we see there. Over 2,500 square feet of living space. So you may want to remove the carpet from the stairs. You could possibly maybe open up this wall here and really expose that staircase. It would be so pretty. Yeah, this is a very nice house. It's nice that it's a white interior. We have some wrought iron railing there. There's our dance floor. This is really nice. If anybody's looking in Uvalda, Georgia, take a look at this. Okay, so it looks like we have some slider doors to get us out to our enclosed room there. You may find hardwood floor beneath the carpet. It's such an amazing thing when we see the wrought iron from the 60s brought into the interior spaces and the sunken living rooms and the wallpaper and the paneling. And now that we're into 2025 and we just see so much wallpaper and paneling in some of these older houses, but these houses have so much character and charm. And this, again, looks like one of these houses that has a lot of memories made in it, has some beautiful stories to tell, and it's just waiting for a family to scoop it up and call it home. That's what I see here. It's very nice. You could take out the wrought iron railing there if you wanted to. But if you have dogs, like if you had big dogs, you could totally utilize that. You know, close off this gate here. For me, I think I would remove all of the carpet and I would want to expose all hardwood flooring. Of course, that's just me. Okay, so here is a wood-burning stove. Sweet. Look at that. Oh, that flooring is gorgeous. This just looks solid. There's our paneling. Great place to converse and have coffee or cocktails. Get all cozy when it's cool in Georgia. We have some nice exposed beams on the ceiling. So this room here is open right up to that kitchen space. It's really nice. Quite a few cabinets. We do get our dishwasher. Window above the sink, double door refrigerator with an ice maker. We do have that wall oven and a counter microwave. Let me know in the comments if you guys would leave this house the way it is, or what how creative you would get with it. Because it's really nice. There's our countertop, flat top range there. Just goes on and on. This is a big house, over 2,500 square feet. I love the lights. Look at that beautiful view when you're rinsing off your dishes to put in that dishwasher because you don't want to wash them yourself. Nice. So there's our French doors that take us out to our garage and carport area. Spotless. Super clean. Just very, very nice. A great place to put a ping pong table. Okay, so here we have another area of the house. This may be our laundry room. The brick floor is fantastic. Good size laundry. But again, you're going to have to account for getting a washer and dryer. Okay, so here's our enclosed room here, wrapped in windows. Beautiful room for plants. Turn that into like a little solarium. Little conservatory maybe. There's a lot of space. Could move in with somebody and not see them for a week. That might be a good thing, I suppose. Okay, so it looks like this room may need some new windows. But again, home inspections. Definitely have that appraisal. So they're asking $280 for this house. So here we may have our primary bedroom with an ensuite full bath. Here's hardwood flooring. There's a bathroom with some wallpaper. Wow, look at this. It looks like we have a single shower. Okay, so here we have another bedroom. Could listen to some Deep Purple in this room. I'm listening to some Santana earlier. Love me some Santana. So it looks like we have a hallway with the primary and then another bedroom across the hall. So that's really nice. Look at this bathroom. This is fantastic. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Very nice. This is really pretty. Here's another bedroom. Can't quite tell the size of the closets, but we have to use our imaginations. Here's another room. And another. Okay, here's another bathroom. They went a little more nautical with this one. Got a pale blue. Okay, so here we do have another room here. It's a lot of space, a lot of bedrooms, a lot of bathrooms. This is a family home. Okay, so look at the rear side here. Again, we have some nice perennials for Georgia. We do have shrubs. Little covered area here as well to get you over to the carport garage area. Looks like the windows on the dormer do have, in the dormer there do have AC units. What a gorgeous piece of property. $280,000, and it does look like we have a chain link fence in the backyard. That adds some value and adds a really nice peace of mind. Now that to me looks like an in-ground pool that they have not filled. You would definitely want to look at that and find out what's going on with it, because that's what it looks like to me. You could always fill that in, or maybe you want an in-ground pool because you do have over an acre of land. Beautiful brick house. Plenty of room for a game of horseshoes. Yeah, that looks like it was an in-ground pool at one time. Gorgeous piece of property right here. But I don't see an outbuilding of any kind. But look at this. Wow. You have a little bridge. There's another view of the outside. Very, very pretty. 5223 South Georgia Highway 135, Uvalda, Georgia 30473. 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, more than 2,500 square feet, 1.62 acres of land. Built in 66, on the market for 115 days, 3-car garage. This is a cabin-style retreat. Discover this enchanting 5-bedroom, 3-bath home situated on a picturesque 1.62 acres. It is tranquil and a private haven, large family and game room. Main floor has a primary bedroom and 2 additional bedrooms and 2 full bathrooms. And upstairs is where you'll find 2 more spacious bedrooms and a full bath and a walk-in attic. Outside you have an expansive lot with endless possibilities. And it doesn't say anything about that in-ground pool space. And this house was listed in September for $280,000, and that's still where they're priced, and it's 59 years old. So they're still at $280,000. And let's look at the street view here. Wow, look how pretty this is. Gorgeous, but again, we researched the neighborhoods. Vacant land across the street. And let's look at our satellite view here. There we are, Uvalda, Georgia. Over an acre and a half. And this is $280,000. This is quite a property. This is a great find for somebody. And there we are. And I really want to know how far we are from the coast. So let me just look that up a minute. From Uvalda to Savannah, it's just shy of 2 hours. So you'd probably be just about 2 hours and 20 minutes, maybe, depending on traffic, to get over to the coastline there. And this, again, is 5223 South Georgia Highway 135. That is a very nice piece of property. $280,000, 1.62 acres. Or we have this one here. That is in Edison on 2 acres for $185,000. Another good size house with 2,163 square feet. Or we have this one here that's a little bit of a fixer for $139,500 in Hogansville, and that's a little more than a half an acre. And that will do it for Georgia today. Wherever you guys are, hope you're having a fabulous day. Let's continue to help our people in the areas of Georgia that were affected by the hurricane. And of course, South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee, and the state of Florida. It's always good to be with you guys. You're welcome to like and subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button because you never know. That house you're not looking for may be in the next episode. And we will see you in the next state of interest. More houses coming up. Cheers, everybody.